Okay, today we'll see ALV reports. What is ALV? ALV means ABAP list viewer. So what is the use of ABAP list viewer? Okay, it is used to present the data or display the data in an organized format. Okay, so we are going to select data from different tables. And display the data. So display the data in an organized format, that is in report format. So we are going to combine the data into one internal table. We are going to display it as output, right? So how it is different from our regular output display till now what we have seen?
Serial demo.
It is a very basic output. It is a very basic output display. Can we filter this data by any value? Can I sum up these values, or can I sort this list by date? We don't have any additional features here. It is just a basic display. But when we use ALV display, ALV output, we can present the data in an organized format and with different options like sorting, filter, aggregate the data. Okay, and we can also export into a Excel file like that. Okay, so we have different function modules to display data in ALV format. We call ALV function modules. All function modules starts with reuse. All the ALV function module starts with what is the name?
Use.
Reuse underscore ALV underscore. And we have different types of displays in ALVs. We have different types of displays, that is list display, grid display, and blocked ALV, hierarchical ALV. Okay, first we'll see list display and grid display. Okay, so how many of you know how to call a function module in your program?
Hello.
How many of you know how to call a function module in your program, in a program?
Through pattern we can call.
No, do you know or you don't know?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anyone who doesn't know how to call a function module in a program? Okay, I hope all of you know how to call a function module in a program. If you know how to call a function module in your program, it is just calling these ALV function modules in your program and pass the importing and exporting parameters. That's it. Okay, nothing you have to do. Just call relevant ALV function module in your program and pass the importing and exporting parameters. Right? Let's see. To call these ALV function modules, to work with ALV function modules, we need a function group. What is function group? How many of you know type structures?
I know.
Hope most of you know type structures, which we create using types begin of end of, right? So we can place those type structures in a function group and reuse it in different programs. If you need similar type structure in a different program, you can create a function group. Inside that function group, use those type structures and use that type structure in different program without creating again, without creating the same type structure in different program. Okay. So function group is to function group contains reusable data declarations. Okay. So using function group, we can reuse the data declarations, including type structures. That is function group. So SLIS is the standard function group. So if we need to work with ALV reports, first we have to define function group in our program. Okay. So what is SLIS? SLIS is a standard function group. Go to S11.
Amar,
Yes.
is it
I'm sorry. It is a type group, not function group. Sorry, function groups we use at
Function
function
group
modules,
is
right?
in function modelers.
Yes.
Yes.
Not modular as modules.
Function model.
It is type group. Yes. Okay. It is not function group, but it is type group. So what can you see here? It is a standard type group. What can you see here? Type structures, right?
Yes.
So you can reuse these type structures in different programs using this type group. For that, you have to define this type group in your program. We can also create our own type groups. Okay, like this. Z, for example, TYZR, create type group, save. So here, what you need to do? Types,
Begin of.
begin of,
Writing types.
mm, begin of TY underscore data. Field 1, type, data element, like that. Okay, end of TY underscore data. Now you can use this type structure in different programs. Let's assume we have 100 fields in this type structure. So that if we need the same kind of type structure in a different program, you don't need to create again. Okay, what you need to do, just go to your program,
Use it.
just go to your program. At the top, use type pools, that function group name, sorry, type group name. Use the type group name. Now you can directly, you don't need this now. You don't need to define this type structure again. You can directly define function modules and work areas with reference to the type structure which you created here in this type group. Okay, so you can reuse these type structures if you keep this type structure in the function group, sorry, type group. Okay, so what is list?
This is a type group.
So list is the standard type group which is for ALV function modules. Okay, so now let's let's reuse the existing program. You know, right, how to write this program? Do we need a explanation again on this? How to select the data and how to populate it to final internal table? Do we need all this? Hello? Hello, do you guys have any questions on this? Like how to select the data from tables and how to populate it to final table? Do I need to explain it again? Not required, right? So that I'm directly going to the output display, ALV output display. Now, instead of CL demo output, I'm going to use
ALV
ALV
reports.
function module. What is the ALV function module name? Reuse underscore ALV underscore list underscore. This is one type of ALV display, that is list display. What it is saying? Specify a function module name. Reuse underscore ALV underscore reuse. Okay. Reuse underscore ALV underscore list display. Okay. What? Okay. So what is this? Function module, right?
Yes.
So what is your final internal table? Copy that final internal table. For this tables, T underscore out tab, pass your data, whatever you want to display. Whatever the data you want to display, pass that internal table name here. And to display ALV output, right, we have to build a field catalog. Like what is the first column you want to display and what is the second column, what is the third column. We can we have to build field catalog. Otherwise, we can also provide a structure, DDIC structure if we have it. Okay. For now, we'll see how we display output using DDIC structure. Let's enable this exporting parameter, uncomment this exporting parameter. Okay. Enable this callback program. Pass S5 hyphen CPROG. What is S5 hyphen CPROG? What does it contains? It contains the current program name. This system variable, whatever the variable starts with S5 means that is a system variable which contains some default values. So this contains this program name. Okay. Structure name. Let's create a structure. I'm deleting all unnecessary importing parameters. Let's keep only structure for now. enable the exceptions. So let's create one DDIC structure for this final. Okay, just copy these fields. I'm going to create a DDIC structure for this final output. If we use field
Yes,
catalog,
everyone.
we don't need to use this structure name. But since we are not, we don't know how to create field catalog. So first we'll try it using a structure. Okay, ZPO underscore score yes. I'll use yes just to
Structure.
select structure. Okay. First copy all the fields. I'm using Alt. I'm pressing Alt and selecting like this. Press Alt. Keep the Alt tab, and I can select like this. Okay. And similarly, select the data elements also. Press Alt key and select the data elements. In component type, provide the data elements and remove commas.
నీకెందుకు తీస్తా
Okay. Activate it. Okay. What is it saying? Specify reference table and reference field. What is this
షార్ట్
error?
డిస్క్రిప్షన్ రాలేదు.
What is this error? What is this error? Specify reference table and reference field. For which fields it is? MENG. For MENG and NETPR. We got the error. Why we got the error? Because we have to provide quantity and currency fields, right? For quantity and currency, we have to provide the unit, right? Here in quantity and currency fields. For this is quantity, right? For quantity, we need to provide a unit, that is mains. Unit of measure, right? Quantity means how much. Is it kgs, liters, or what? For NETPR, we need to provide currency key. What is the currency? Is it Indian rupees, dollars, or Singapore dollars? No reference field exists in the table. Okay, maybe it's in EKKO. Okay, deactivate the structure. Did we discuss about currency and quantity fields in the previous sessions?
Yes.
So whenever you use quantity or currency type fields, you have to provide reference unit. Okay, for quantity it is mains, for currency it is wares. This contains unit of measure and this contains currency codes. Okay, now copy the structure, go back to our ALV, define. For now I am just commenting our type, local type structure. So if you use field catalog, you don't need to create a structure. We'll see that in the next class, how to create a field catalog. Okay. I'm directly taking structure reference. Activate, pass the structure name here in the ALV function module. Enable it, okay. Check the syntax. Execute now. This is ALV list display. Now, here I have all these options. I can sort, I can filter the data. So I just want to see only uh, material LC records. I can filter the output like this.
LC.
I can see only LC output. If you want to delete, you can delete the filter. Okay, right? These are different options. You can export or you can import this data into spreadsheet Excel file. Okay, you can sum up the quantity using this. You can get the grand totals. Select the field, grand total quantity and total price. We have all these functions available in ALV reports. Okay, you can also have subtotals. Okay, so now let's see how grid display will work. Just change grid, or you can call again the same function module, grid display function module. Okay, because all the importing parameters are same for grid display, I'm not changing it. Let's test. Okay, now I am using grid display. Grid display is little different, right? You can expand the columns, right? Can you tell me, here I am able to see some text, right? Now what is the text I am able to see for company code? CO code, right? Let's expand this company code. It is automatically populating, right? Correct. If you decrease the width of this purchase document number, it is displaying different report header, that is PURDOC. If you expand this, it is automatically displaying
Purchase doc.
large text, complete text, that is purchasing document. If you expand this, if you decrease the width of company code, it is displaying CO code. If you expand the type, see, if you decrease the width, it is displaying only type as the name. If you expand it, it is displaying complete name, purchasing document type. If you decrease little more, it is displaying only document type. If you decrease little more,
Like
now it
field
is displaying
labels.
only doc type. If you increase, it is displaying complete purchasing document type. How it is changing automatically? How this is changing automatically?
Using field labels.
Yeah,
Creation of.
whatever the data you maintained in field label, that is going to be reflected here. Okay, so right, what is that purchase document type field? I think that is this one, BSART. Click on this, go to this field data element, field labels. This is short description, medium description and long description. Okay, depends on the width, it will automatically adjust the text. Okay, that's why we have to maintain field labels when you are creating a data element. It will reflect, it's going to reflect in report headings. Okay, clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
So you have all these additional advanced options in ALV reports. Okay, we have two types of ALVs. Again, we can create ALV reports based on function modules and based on class methods. Those are object oriented ALVs. Okay, we are also having object oriented ALVs. First we'll see function modules based ALVs, and then we'll go to object oriented ALVs. Okay, so for now we have to create a structure, okay, for the final output. Instead of type structure, create a structure. Tomorrow I'll show how to call ALV reports using field catalog without creating a separate structure. Always remember, you should pass structure name in capital letters, not in lowercase. And for table t underscore out tab, you have to provide the data, the final output data. Okay, and this structure and this gt underscore final output data should be referring to the same structure. This should be same type as this structure. That is important. If you pass two different structures, that is not going to work. This gt underscore final internal table should be referring to the structure which we are passing. Okay. So what does this sy-cprog contains? Current program name, right?
Yes.
So we see how to call list display and grid display. Do you want me to call one more time? Let's call grid display again. Go to pattern, reuse underscore ALV underscore grid display. Enable exporting parameter and keep only structure name for now. I'll also keep field catalog. Remove all this. Provide the structure name. Enable this. And this gt underscore out tab, what you have to provide? The internal
Final.
table which contains final data. And enable the exceptions to capture exceptions using subrc. Activate the and display the output. Oh, something went wrong. There is a runtime exception. We'll see what is that. Okay, the function module interface was defined in such a way that only fields of particular type can be specified under field catalog. Okay, looks like we are passing structure to the field catalog importing parameter. We should pass it to the structure, right? Yeah,
Structure name.
comment this, uncomment this and use pretty printer. Okay, clear? So in projects, we don't use write statement or CL demo output display. We use ALV reports whenever we need to display data output. Okay. Going forward, use ALV reports to display the data, not CL demo output. Okay. Clear? Is it clear?
Okay.
Okay, I'm closing the session for today. Please practice these ALV reports. Okay. Tomorrow we'll see advanced options in ALV reports.